All right. To my left. Big Kenny.
Throw up those quads.
To my right. The red boot wearing, a big collar flaring, red band fedora wearing,
Woo!
Rocky G.
Business is about to pick up.
Hunka.
Yes, sir. And I'm the Doug Man. And y'all about to take a ride on the Freedom Tour.
The man of God.
And Chili's is starting to kick in, boys.
Yes, sir.
starting to kick in.
Oh, it's not over yet.
Got the sprinkler. Got the lawnmower.
All right.
That was the only
house, boys.
That was the only dance move I had in school was the chainsaw.
I'm a very hippie dancer. And I'm not talking about hippies in the 70s and 60s. I'm talking about
like this
I
right
use
here?
my hips.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, I was wondering about
Dirty
that.
dancing.
My wife
Oh,
says,
my gosh.
you got them hips, boy.
Wow.
Wow, that's.
Are you sure you want Ben on this show?
And I'm gonna say this.
How did this even start?
Now I'm gonna have to go on there and click a bunch of stuff when he puts the video on, just to make sure that we keep it at the level. Just because you said that,
Explicit.
it's gonna jump our rating up.
Well, this is an episode for the another child, another Freedom Tour boy on the stage.
Another Freedom Tour boy. Bodacious Ben. Woo!
What's up?
Grasshopper.
Look at
He
that.
said, what's
He said,
up?
what up? I thought I was watching a Bud Light commercial from 1996. What's up?
I actually thought when Donnie started the intro that he was about to belch, and it kind of caught him in between because he's like, Freedom Tour.
You might have been having some kind of little fit over there. I don't know.
Gassy Freedom Tour.
Yeah, but man, it's been a crazy week. Kenny usually starts up, how's your week been?
I know.
Well, how's your week been, right?
Man, it's been rough. Yesterday, we got a young man on here today, okay? Yesterday, I was showed how old I was, okay? I went out with the guys. I said, look, I'm going out to the job site with y'all. I'm going to show y'all how this is done. So if any of y'all are listening, just know that I'm about to tell the truth. So I get out. No. I went out to the job. I pulled the unit apart. I flipped it out to the road. I was like, if y'all were here, it'd already be hooked up and running. They show up. We have to tear the ductwork out. House is 2 blocks off the ground. That's 16 inches, by the way. Full of cat pee and dead possums. I crawled in there for about 3 hours.
That sounds like a middle school cafeteria.
It was not good, or a youth ministry room. But anyways, we get done with the job, man. I can barely walk today. About 3 o'clock, I told him, I said, guys, I've got a service call that's popped up. I got to leave. I lied. Yes, I did. God forgive me. But I couldn't handle it no more. So
Confession's good for the soul.
What I have figured out is I have really got to up my managerial skills because I'm definitely management now. I'm not a worker anymore.
Not a worker bee.
Not a worker bee, man. I was good for about the first 4 hours. After that, I was shot. I went and got on Powerade, though. I mean, at least I took care of them.
You were a supportive leader.
I was kind of there for moral support and knowledge.
I appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
But-
I track.
I got you.
But, when I look at Ben, I think, man, he's a young guy, too, and he can probably outdo me now and because I'm old.
Hey, man, we're as good as we want.
The simple things really.
I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. And that was yesterday for you.
Yeah, it was yesterday. I was out.
I'm as
Never
good
let them
one-
see you sweat.
I'm as good once and for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you ain't lying. I felt like, what was it? What, Johnny Ringo? You look like you just saw a ghost.
That's it.
Somebody walked over your grave. You look like someone just walked over your grave.
And they did. I was dying. I was out there in the truck like, oh my God.
We gotta get old Mel to say that. Old Felony Melanie to
Old
say that.
Felony Melanie.
Yeah, talking about what Felony Melanie might say, or what East Nashville Tanya might say, or what what
Big
do we
Money
call
Honey,
Yeah,
yeah.
Big Money Honey Ashley might say. I mean, I think we. It's not going to come tonight, but we're going to get our shots back.
Oh, I'm going to get my shots back, no doubt. No doubt.
Talking about somebody. Look, here it is. You
She
talking about
took
me
shots
passing
at me, bro.
You talking about me passing gas in another room and bringing? Look, that is courtesy. I walked to another room.
That's right. I could have done
I
it.
can't
under
help
the
it. It's stuck
covers.
in my pants leg. I can't help it.
I can't help it that I'm so awesome that my aura brings it back.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Come on, ladies.
So we ask, we take, wait, what? We didn't just say, hey, come in, sit down, whatever. Took them out to eat.
Took them out to
Took
eat.
them out to eat at where? Chili's. Where we have some cheese sticks. Cheese sticks. Took them out, cheese sticks,
And that
wined them
queso,
and dined them.
bro.
Brought them back, sat them down, got them comfortable, got everything set up. Oh, engineer Eddie, deplaying the pool, got in here, got everything,
some
got
cool
them sounding
nicknames.
perfect.
Hey.
And then
Work their
slap. That's all I got.
Here I am back here working their pictures for them. Nothing. I mean, flawless.
Dude, and the first
Flawless.
30
So
minutes,
supportive.
the first 30 minutes, so kind, so benevolent.
They were just getting their feet wet is what was going on.
And then the last 15 minutes went scorched earth.
Well, and then here's my thing, bro. She started talking about my water bottles.
Yeah.
I can't help it. I stay thirsty.
And you know what? I get seasoning on the stove. Big whoop, I cook.
That's
I'm
what
cooking.
I'm saying.
I'm
You're
cooking for you.
You're cooking.
It's
You're
a little bit
sprinkling
of
the
garlic
dust.
salt, a little bit of
I'll tell
slap
you
your
this.
mama, whatever
I'll tell
I
you
got
this
going
though.
on.
They don't mind when the money's falling out everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't mind going through those pockets while they're doing your laundry.
No,
So,
somebody-
what I
yeah,
found.
I know somebody that went today to get their nails did.
Mmm.
Yeah. A little bit of garlic, a little bit of garlic powder on top of the stove. Ain't much, is it?
Need some Parmesan.
Yeah. Now what?
Now what?
Now what? We respectful good men.
Yes.
It's on. It's on.
Just wait till the Father's Day episode.
Of course, you know this means war.
We're gonna light it up.
Light it up.
We're all gassy at times. It's okay.
Well, man, Melanie gets mad at me because, like, if I go to fart, I talk louder, like she won't hear it. I'm like, did you? Oh. She's like, Kenny, I know you just farted. I smell it.
Did you ever pull the stunt in school where you had to pass gas and you're afraid it was going to be loud? So you put your mouth on your arm to pretend like you blew it instead of
Or sneeze or something.
Yeah.
It's like,
You have to work.
make it as racket as you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Man, is that what you do?
Usually not. Like,
You just let it rip.
I usually don't even pass gas in school.
Man, give me a break.
Really, man?
I love padded seats.
Look
I'm a
at
bear
him. He
that joker.
does too. He just don't want everybody watching this. He's like, okay, I do. Second period.
Yeah.
Like-
you do it after lunch or before lunch. I'm more gassy on an empty belly.
He will not use the bathroom at school.
I know we're getting crazy on this
Really?
conversation, but
So disgusting.
yeah, they're not great. Yeah.
I don't use the bathroom in public places.
Hey, I
unless
went to
have
school in the hood. They didn't even have doors on anything. No
Dang.
doors.
When I was in high school, Lebanon High
Yeah.
School, dude, you would sit there and they would have the stall door propped up against the wall.
Yeah.
So, or it'd be halfway hanging. I have sat in an emergency situation
Yeah.
because sometimes you have emergency situations.
There are emergencies.
And my senior year of high school, I could just go to the head football coach's room and he'd give me a key to the field house. I didn't have that kind of clout until I was a senior.
Yeah.
So I'd have to use the commoners' bathrooms in the hallways.
Commoners.
Bro, there'd be times that emergency time.
Blew me.
Bro, I'd be sitting on the edge of the toilet, holding the door with my hand, hoping nobody walked in on me. So,
Do you
may do.
remember the wash tubs in high school? The ones like you would push your feet. It was out in the middle of the floor. It was a tub. I mean, it wasn't a sink. It was a tub, a wash tub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We beat a boy up one time and threw him in there and just drowned him almost. Don't do that being in high school. We got in a lot of trouble. I don't know why I thought about
see
that.
the
You know what I'm
Will
glad?
started
You know what I'm
again.
glad they got rid of, and they had gotten rid of by the time I got to high school. They had urinals, but when I was in elementary school,
Those metal things,
The-
just standing there.
the troughs.
The trough.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't nobody want to do nothing in a trough.
No, hey buddy, I don't want you standing
Yeah.
like that close to me. Let's put a wall
and
between
don't
us.
talk to me.
Yeah. And
This
don't
ain't
look.
conversation
And
time.
don't look
Everybody
at
looks
me.
down. Have you ever noticed that in the men's bathroom?
Yes.
Everybody looks down.
Yes.
You don't look at.
Yeah.
What would you do if you walked in and somebody said, "Hey, buddy"?
That's it. That's it. You mean you sitting in the restroom? You said there's a little wall between you, about like right here, and you're looking down, and there's a. Well, weather's weird outside, isn't it? I'm like, no, man, I don't care what the weather's like outside. Don't be talking to me right now.
It's
you
water.
go, wait a minute.
Its water sure is cold.
And then you go wash your
Yeah,
hands, and you go dry your hands, and then we might talk on the way out, which is still weird.
Can I get a hand?
Yeah.
Be like, hey, bro, this water is cold, yep, and it's deep too. Yeah, don't mess with
They're
me.
on our radio again.
Oh, yeah, there we go. We better step back to Ben. We better go back to
Yeah,
Ben.
middle
Ben.
school. We're doing middle school humor. You are welcome.
You know it's a real middle school bathroom when you walk into the stalls and there's just Sharpie marks just all
everywhere.
over the
Yeah.
all over
Ben
the
was
stalls.
here with WUZ. I got
Do you learn a lot from those? Is there a lot of education on those?
Nope.
Do not ever call the numbers that are written on the door.
No.
Never call those numbers because I promise Jessica is not a good time.
Okay, I have to say this before we get rolling with Ben. Evangelist, I know, I will not mention his name. Very popular guy, preaches at a really huge church. He came in and did something for us, and he told me, he's like, Kenny, only few people have this phone number. He said, here's why. Evidently, somewhere in Knoxville, somebody wrote his phone number on the side of a bluff on the rocks and said, call for a good time. So he had people calling him, this evangelist, offering him things evangelists shouldn't be offered.
And he's a preacher.
And he's a preacher. Yeah.
I'll give you a good time in the Lord. I'll get you. I'll be get saved, brother.
And he said, last guy called me and said, do you know I'm a preacher?
Ernest Angel.
Yeah.
Say baby.
So don't call the phone numbers. The point is, don't call the numbers.
No, don't do it at all.
And don't put the numbers out there. You
No.
know, there's a whole lot better way to get back at an ex than to put the number on the bathroom wall.
Egg their house.
Rocky, who we here with tonight?
We are here with the birthday boy himself, 12 years old tomorrow, Bodacious Ben.
The birthday boy. Happy birthday. Thank you. You're welcome.
Yep.
That was a hard one. I know. I didn't mean to throw that on you.
Birthday.
I had to think for a second.
It's all right.
Look,
It's all right.
Hey, look, legit. If we can make it through this episode without him saying, "Dad, actually,"
Dad.
actually. When I do something, I'm about to embarrass
If
me.
I'd have
He'll
known
be like,
that, I'd
Dad,
have put a jar right there.
Yes, sir.
Dad, actually.
Give him a quarter every time he.
Dad, actually. No.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with Bodacious Ben. I will tell you the nickname he gave himself when he was about 5 years old.
What's that?
Dad.
And then we'll move on.
Please.
Dad, actually.
You
Please.
started
No,
to say
please.
actually. You did. I saw it.
Please.
Come on, we got it. This is what it's about.
This is
It's
real
about.
talk.
It's real talk, man.
So we're in
Where's the
front of
sign
Cracker
at?
Barrel.
It's
You
right
have to
there.
give the backstory, though.
I will. We were at
He ain't
Cracker
gonna
Barrel.
leave you hanging. He would never do that. Fathers don't do that.
We're
to
at
their
Cracker
sons.
Barrel. We'd gone out to eat, and it's back when Cracker Barrel had just cut down the trees that were in front of the restaurant here in Lebanon.
Big
And
stump.
so they had the big stumps.
Big stump in front of the
Cracker Barrel.
main entrance. I was about 5 years old. I went on it. I stepped on the stump. I raised my fist and I said, I'm King Benjamin of America.
Wow.
And so that's been his nickname, King Benjamin of America, from
That was his declaration, his battle cry.
My inauguration.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Donald
King
Trump,
Benjamin
watch
of
out.
America.
King Ben's coming.
That's
was
it.
Huge.
But yeah, so turns 12 years old tomorrow.
12.
Huge milestone. Just completed his first year of middle school.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's done some good things, isn't he?
He kind of had a breakout year.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was
really
hearing all
did.
kind of stuff.
Joined the band.
I was telling Cannon to
What
catch up.
you play, Ben?
I play percussion.
Percussion. Awesome.
So that's like the drums and the piano and stuff
You
like
let me
that.
see that video today. You did awesome, man.
Thank
it was
you.
really good.
So-
really
Thank you,
good.
thank
The video he
thank
showed you, he back in April, he went.
We did something called solo and ensemble. So it's basically you either do a solo piece or a duet, a triplet, or a quartet. And then you go in front of a judge in a room by yourself, and then you perform that piece, and they rate you on how you did the piece.
And what was your rating?
A superior,
King.
and that's the highest that you can get.
King
Good deal,
Ben.
good deal.
King Ben.
King
Ben,
Ben.
that's it, yeah.
And so he actually got to play that solo or ensemble piece.
In my spring concert.
Yeah, in front of everybody.
Wow. I play percussion too. Did you know that?
No.
He's on beat.
Masterpiece. On
Oh,
beat.
yeah.
There you go, masterpiece.
So he did that.
And then what was it? Back in February,
and no, they postponed it till March.
March. Yeah. I went out to MTSU with me and my two buddies. We created a dog collar that's supposed to help animals not be as stressed when you leave. And
Anti-anxiety collar.
yep. And we actually won our 6th grade. So
First place in the state of Tennessee for 6th
Wow.
grade.
no, not like for the whole 6th grade, but they have like categories, and we won our
Yeah,
category.
that's still awesome. Don't
Yeah.
take away from it.
Yeah, don't take away from
Oh,
it.
I'm
man.
sorry, in the agriculture category.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or agriculture, plants, and animals.
yeah.
I stand
then-
corrected.
Yeah.
And then
They got invited to nationals.
Nationals in Michigan definitely went. Totally.
It's on June 6th. They're definitely not going.
They're definitely going.
Definitely
What
not
part of Michigan?
Definitely
8
go.
Mile?
Dearborn.
Yeah, Dearborn.
Is that near 8 Mile?
I don't know. I mean,
Yankees.
you know,
Yeah.
lose yourself.
Lose yourself.
in the music, the moment you own it.
You better never let it go.
You only
You
get
only
one
got
You only
shot,
get one
man.
shot, man. That's
Do
what I'm
not let
saying,
miss this
baby.
chance to
Because
blow.
opportunity comes.
Once in a
Lifetime.
lifetime.
Yo.
Yeah, he
There you
knows
go.
it. He knows it. So yeah, I mean, so a big, kind of a coming out party for Benjamin, right? Not to mention he hates being compared to Brock, and I get it, younger brother.
I understand that.
But
Mine
you
are
know-
like that too.
but
Don't
you know,
feel
by the
bad.
time Brock
even if
had
you're
got
not
to-
doing it, they think you are.
Definitely.
Yeah, so Brock, by the time he got to middle school, he was already a very well known athlete. He had played travel ball, and Benjamin up to
He
this
was the
point,
neighborhood celebrity.
yeah, right.
Yeah, it's it.
And so up to this point, Benjamin had not really found his niche in the world. And so he gets to middle school and kind of has a coming out party, right? He's doing really well with
good
Extend. Yeah. And band, I mean, first chair from day one. He's already halfway through his 7th grade objectives, and he hasn't even started 7th grade yet.
Wow.
Cool. Yeah.
I was in summer school in my 7th grade year.
I did ISS a lot.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely going to be in summer school this year, guys.
That is Ben's, okay.
Why? To get ahead?
No, okay, one thing I want to tell you about Benjamin real quickly, his sense of humor is sarcasm.
Oh, gotcha. So kind of like your dad's.
That gets him in
Yep.
trouble sometimes. Because people don't understand his...
Yeah,
Donnie,
because that was super dry.
Donnie.
You can tell us. It's
you
most,
know anybody else like that?
whose sense of humor what?
Sarcasm?
I am not sarcastic ever.
No.
Why your ears are-
No, man, no.
Let's just go ahead and ask Tanya
Ben, can you name?
What's he
can
doing?
you-
He's dropping bombs,
Can you
bro.
name anyone else, Ben, that quite possibly may have given any part of your sarcasm through hereditary things?
Genetics.
Wasn't really
Genetics is-
hereditary, but
It's genetics, buddy.
Yeah, genetics.
after I've been around, you're definitely Tanya.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Oh,
East Nashville.
so Tanya gave you some sarcasm too, huh?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
that's surprising.
That is to me, too. She's
so
so
kind.
sweet.
Surprising, Tanya.
Very
Super
surprising.
surprising
No,
that would
no,
ever
he didn't.
happen. Yes, yes.
No, these guys know I can be a little sarcastic.
Smidge.
But
Very
I'm trying
little.
to explain to Benjamin, though, that you've got to realize you're still just 11, almost 12. And adults, you have to watch the sarcasm because they're going to mistake this. He's just a smart aleck little kid.
And guys are just, it took forever for me to get Cannon into the swing of things. With guys are just, they pick on each other.
We
If you
pick.
pick on your best friend, pick on one of your friends, it just means you
Bro.
love them. It ain't got nothing to do with
Bro,
them.
I've had guys come to me at work. I need to talk to you. I'm like, about what? The guys are just wearing me out. They're picking on me. I'm like, that means they love you. If they ever stop picking on you, you're done here. You're gone. You might as well quit.
You're not in the club anymore.
You're not in the club anymore. I mean, hey
Cool
guys,
Kids
listen.
Club.
My guys are like 8th graders. Okay, I'm sorry. They took a guy not long ago, threw him in the enclosed trailer, cracked the door, and we started throwing M80s in there on him. And we've got torches in there with nitrogen and acetylene. And I'm like,
Yeah.
might be dangerous. I don't know.
Just a little
Probably
bit.
not OSHA approved, I'm sure. But they really love that guy.
Well, let's ask Ben the question that we've all been wanting to ask him.
What's
On a
that?
serious note,
Yeah.
absolutely serious note.
Okay.
Do you have a girlfriend?
I do.
Wow. What's her name?
Abigail.
Abigail.
Oh,
You want to say anything to Abigail? The camera's on.
it's on.
Hi.
There you go.
Her mama listens.
Her mother listens. Her mother gonna get that $500.
Her grandpa listens.
Yeah.
So,
Her brother might listen.
well,
What was that Toby keeps saying? Song. Who's your daddy? Who's your baby?
Well, that's it.
but no. So yeah, got a girlfriend. He's about to head off to church camp here in a little bit.
A Christian girlfriend too. You did
Yep.
it right, man.
Hey.
Starting out in a good.
I
thing.
tell everybody, you want a trophy wife, find one that loves Jesus.
Yes.
That's
yes.
it. That's it. And something else too. Benjamin had asked and has been asking to participate in the podcast. So I thought it'd be good to let him do it the night before his
Yeah.
birthday because for the last 10 months, Benjamin has had a little bit of a presence on YouTube himself. Look at there, your fellow Christian.
Your
Yeah.
fellow
Sir,
Christian.
yes, sir.
77 whole subscribers, guys.
Hey, that's good,
That's
man.
good, man.
83 videos. And listen, he checked. He said, Dad, do you know what analytics are? I said,
Wow.
sure do. Sure
Yeah.
do, buddy.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't, I would have said I sure do, buddy.
Absolutely.
But I do know what they are. Look, in 10 months, 83 videos, he's had just over 20,000 views. That is
awesome.
not bad.
That's awesome.
For an 11
Is that Fortnite? What is it?
That's
That's
Brawl
awesome.
Stars.
Oh, okay.
Brawl Stars.
Oh, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. So if you go to his shorts right over there,
It looks a lot like Fortnite. That's the reason I was asking. I hadn't seen it.
his shorts is where he gets most of his views.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ben, let me ask you a question.
what's up?
What's this YouTube channel about?
Usually about football, gameplay, and God.
Good deal.
or
Okay.
God football gameplay.
There you go. It don't
Look at
we
that.
get you. We
Yeah.
understand.
Priorities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I want everybody that's out there right now to go to Your Fellow Christian. You are FELLOWCHRISTIAN and subscribe.
Yeah.
We want that brother to hit 100.
Hit 100. And Ben, I want to
100.
encourage you here because guess what? You're already at 77. We've been trying to give away $500 cash. Do you know what $500 cash will buy? A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And we can't get to 1,000. We're trying to give stuff away. You're 77. You ain't giving nothing away. I mean,
Just
people must
smiles.
like you better.
Giving
you know
away
what
the
I'm saying?
gospel.
There you go.
Whoa.
Reverend.
Yeah, Reverend Ben.
Some
Sorry,
Brawl Stars
Brock.
and Jesus.
Yeah, all stars and Jesus.
Brawl Stars of Jesus. No,
So,
I
but-
go in there.
yeah.
I do. I watch his, as a good father should, as a good
Yeah.
parent
Yes,
should.
yes.
I keep a track on what he posts. I keep a track on the comments, make sure no one's talking sideways to, a minor child, because, anybody can really get on there. But no, a lot of his posts, he does, the one that's got the most views lately is about Jesus coming back. He posted a short about Jesus.
It has 1.4 right now, or
1.4
1.4
thousand.
Wow.
and my most viewed of all has 1.6 thousand, and that was the video where I got baptized.
Wow, that's awesome.
pretty cool, bro.
That's awesome. You know what's crazy about that video of you getting baptized, though?
What?
I shared the picture on Facebook of Brock baptizing you, which his brother baptized him, by the way. And he didn't drown him. It was actually a baptism.
Yeah.
But what was
He
crazy?
had a thought about it.
He thought about it. I
What,
guarantee
what
you.
was
He
crazy
said
was, though?
he said it.
Oh, he did say it?
He said I might hold him down for a little bit.
Was you nervous?
I wasn't really nervous, but I was just
Well, good. I was nervous the third time I got baptized. Brother Glenn Denton, he held me under for like 37 seconds. He told me he wanted to make sure all the dirt got off of me that time, make
There
sure
you
it
go.
stuck.
All the dirt, all the oxygen was out of your lungs. Everything was great.
Yeah, what was funny though, well, he knew when my feet started kicking. But what was funny was, Ben, was this, that I had some comments because I shared the picture. They're like, Brother Kenny, God bless you. You're doing such a good job. I thought, that's not me baptizing that kid. It's Brock.
Right.
I really felt like Uncle Kenny. I thought, well, I guess we resemble each
That's
other.
cool.
Yes.
That's cool.
That's really
Yeah.
neat. That's really neat.
Speaking of which, I have to say this. Speaking of which, and we're going to get back to you.
all right.
We're at Chili's tonight. Young man walks up to us at the table.
Oh, that was so cool.
and
was very
says,
cool.
hey, I recognize you. Don't I know you? And I look at him like, I know you. I was like, didn't I baptize you when you were a kid? He's like, I knew it was you.
Bus ministry, baby.
Bus ministry. Corey Hardy, it was good to see you tonight, my
Amen.
friend. Hey,
Yes, sir.
young man that I baptized when he was about 8 years old, and that little sucker was stout, son. I tried to dunk him. He didn't want to go. I had to fight him. I'm telling you.
He's
a
a
man.
leg
host,
sweeping.
Huh?
A leg
He's
sweep that
hosting,
bad
isn't he?
boy.
Yeah, man, he was hosting at
yeah.
Chili's night, but walked up, man, and that just I almost cried. Dude, y'all know I'm soft anyways.
That was cool.
And he's like, I remember you, and Melanie lit up because we used to go pick up those kids.
Yes, I remember that.
Again, I know that this is illegal. We were in a 12-passenger van. We'd have 22 to 25 kids in there. They were sitting in the aisles in the just on top of each other. But man, we would take them, feed them, minister to them, and man, to see that young man tonight and him to walk up, that made my day.
If you think what you're doing in the life of a young person seems insignificant
Yes.
to you right now,
Yes,
it is not
try it.
insignificant to them.
Yeah.
It is not insignificant to the kingdom of God.
Amen.
And there are promises in God's word
Yes.
all around that. That
Amen.
if you raise up a child
Try it.
in the way that they should go,
Try it.
when they are old,
Try it.
they will not depart from it.
Amen.
And I cannot tell you how many times working in ministry that I have seen. I was in youth ministry for a while, helping out with that and things, and when I was younger. But where the kid goes home from something as simple as bus ministry that you don't think much about.
Yeah.
They go home and they become a light at the house, and
Yeah.
pretty soon, a couple months down the road, mom and dad show up.
Yeah.
Grandmama shows up.
The
Grandpa
kids,
shows up.
the
People
kids can get the family
Yes,
saved.
Amen.
That's
Amen.
absolutely the truth.
Amen.
Yes, the
Amen.
parent sees the difference in it, and then that conviction sets
Yeah.
in, and it's hard to, as a parent, it's hard to look at. If I was not a Christian, it'd be hard
Yeah.
for me to look at my son,
Yeah.
and go, well, he can do what he needs to do
Yes.
and become and follow Jesus, but I can't.
Melanie tells a story. Melanie tells a story. She got to going to Hillcrest and was going to VBS or some church camp, whatever. She wanted to get saved and baptized. She come home and told her dad, she's like, Dad, I asked to be saved and I want to get baptized. And his word for this, you don't want to do that, honey. And because of her, though, going to church camp or whatever it was and get saved, she got him to go into church. And then he got saved on New Year's that year. And man, that was it. I mean, the whole family started going to church then, and it just changed the whole, dynamic of the family because of a kid, man. I mean, that's what's so awesome. You don't have to be old. It don't matter if you're young. It don't matter what. I mean, you can change the course of your family through Jesus.
Absolutely. And again, to circle back, it is amazing that a child can bring the family into the church.
So, Ben, got a question for you tonight. Serious question.
Okay.
If you could do anything in the world, money's no object, traveling distance, no object, no parental supervision, object, what would you do?
Like right now or like when I'm older?
Hey, just do this.
Yeah, just do this. Snap your fingers. What age would you be? Where would you be? Where would you go? What would you do?
I would probably more than likely want to be around that maybe first or second year of college in a good college with a good band, a good football team, and hopefully be either
UT.
Yeah, one of them. Probably one of the main ones, but that just has a good band and a good football team, and hopefully be in one of those.
Oh, so be playing for the football team or in the band?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
UT.
Never. That's sacrilegious.
UT. Alabama. UT.
Sacrilegious.
Suck.
Roll Tide.
Woo! Ben, give me a go balls.
Go Balls.
Yeah. Hey, if you're watching Volunteer Nation, Ben's your man.
Yeah, he's been institutionalized. It's okay.
That's why we wear orange, baby.
Committing.
Indoctrinated is what he's been, I guess. Yeah.
That's what comes from the
What you got? What you got
comes from the beatings. What would you tell in the future if you could snap your fingers, go to when you were 15 years old, and you could turn around and say, "Hey, bro, this is 12-year-old Ben talking right here." What would you tell your 15-year-old self right now?
Good question. Right now?
Yep. You're 12. You snap your fingers. You go tell your 15-year-old, bro. And this is what happens.
What do you see your 15-year-old self doing that you need to say something to?
Yeah.
Just stay close to God and just make sure to do whatever he calls you to do if you have been called to something. But if you haven't, just keep looking and just do what you love.
Hey, man, that's a good one.
That's solid.
Solid, yeah. I'd have been like, don't let my lip react. You know what I'm saying?
Get the blasphemy, get it.
Get it. You got it, baby. You got it done.
All right, Ben. Strapping you into the Freedom Tour time machine.
He's been waiting on this ride.
Right there. You're going to reach forward and you're going to say, ding, 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 right there. And you're going to type in anything you want to do. There you go. And it's going to take you anywhere that's ever been, anywhere in the future, anywhere you want to go. And all you got to
you're going to let him go forward?
I'm going to let him go forward.
Wow.
He's the first one to get to go forward.
Can I go backwards too?
Yeah, that's
backwards
the thing.
or
I've just
forwards.
allowed you to go forward if you wanted to. But you go backwards. I mean, you can do anything you want to do. Go see anybody you want to see. Just try. We try on this one to keep it fun and keep it not the obvious. Because honestly, if I could push a button and be on time machine, all of us are going to go see Jesus. I'm just being real.
Yeah.
I want to see him.
And then Elvis on the way back.
And Elvis on the way back through, yeah. We got to make a pit stop for a fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. And then
Thank you very much.
Bingo.
But go ahead and tell us what you would do.
Okay. Might be weird. I don't give a crap that they lost. I would go see Tennessee play the Rams in the Super Bowl.
Woo, that's a good one.
You would go to the Super Bowl?
I don't care if they lost. I just want to see them in the Super Bowl because that might be the only time that I do.
Man,
That's what I was just thinking. I was like,
that is a solid answer.
That is an absolute thing right there. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go see Tennessee play the Rams when they lost.
Yeah.
Because
they were
we
in
may
the
not
Super Bowl
ever
because
go to the Super Bowl ever again.
Ben, dude, solid answer, bro.
And
That's
plus,
awesome.
back then, they had some pretty iconic players.
Yeah, they did.
Name one.
The quarterback.
There you go.
Steve
Follow me.
McNair.
Leave it at
Aaron McNair.
Aaron McNair.
Aaron McNair.
I put him on the
Yancey.
spot. I did put him on the spot.
You did put him on the spot, yeah.
Yeah.
Freezing that 12-year-old up. There you go. All right.
Frozen curveball.
All right.
Buckle them knees.
We want to acknowledge our sponsors with Brother Ben here, Bodacious Ben. We want to acknowledge Blackbeard Barbershop, the one and only barbershop to go to here, Wilson County, whole state of Tennessee. Best in the country as far as I'm concerned.
He got his haircut there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Top-notch barbers, top-notch everything. Great environment. He's expanding. He's doing a lot.
That's right.
Support local business. Support local business.
Got on my billboard.
Those people that show up and love you back,
Zoom in,
that's what
Andy.
you need to do. There you go. That's right there. Next, we want to go to Big Rig at rigginsconstruction.com. rigginsconstructiontn.com. Excuse me. rigginsconstructiontn.com. The only place in Lebanon, in Wilson County, anywhere to get a custom home built.
What is
Top
he
notch,
doing?
top tier, best quality. Reach out. Big Rig, rigginsconstructiontn.com.
Hey, and Bodacious Ben got the full Freedom Tour treatment. He got a haircut at Blackbeard. He got to eat with us at Chili's. He is an honorary member of the tour.
No doubt.
No, and you know what we're going to do? First time ever. I'm going to pass the mantle. Over to you. You got to give it back right after. But I'm going to pass the mantle over to Bodacious Ben here. We're going to let him take us out. You ready? Are you ready? Make sure. Ready?
Ooh.
Follow us on all the socials on TikTok, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
What are those? Does he have all the different addresses down there?
He does. It's okay.
It's just Freedom Tour Podcast.
There you go. There you go.
Not just Freedom
Hey.
Tour Podcast, but Freedom Tour Podcast.
Yes. Hey, Ben, what days does our new episodes come out?
Every Tuesdays.
Every Tuesday morning, the man, Eddie, the planet, the fool, the Eddie engineer himself brings it out. Y'all have a great week. Give it up for Bodacious Ben.
Yeah. We may be wrong, but we don't think so.
Woo! Cheese stick!
Yep.